As we've mentioned, Republican vice presidential nominee J.D. Vance is speaking at 2 locations today. One of them is Freedom House Church in Northeast Charlotte. And this has some folks wondering, what are the rules regarding political events and religious organizations? WCNC Charlotte's Megan Bragg verifies for us.
Well, it's a question of separation of church and state. And with J.D. Vance speaking at a church today, we have had people ask if political events are allowed at places of worship and are churches allowed to endorse candidates. So let's verify. Our source is the IRS tax guide for churches and religious organizations and federal law. The first question, are churches allowed to have candidates speak at their church events? Yes, they can, under some guidelines. According to the IRS tax guide for churches and religious organizations, depending on the facts and circumstances, a church or religious organization may invite political candidates to speak at its events. If a candidate is invited to speak, the church must take steps to ensure it demonstrates no bias for or against the candidate, meaning they allow equal opportunities for all candidates seeking office and make sure no political fundraising occurs. The next question, can churches endorse candidates? This is false. Federal law prohibits political campaign activities by charities and churches. They cannot intervene in publishing or distributing statements on behalf of or in opposition to any political campaign. It also prohibits religious organizations that have tax-exempt status from making the financial contribution to a candidate or campaign or PAC. And finally, can pastors endorse candidates? Yes, they can. According to the IRS, as long as a pastor is not acting on behalf of the church, they can engage in political activities like endorsing candidates, making financial contributions to campaigns or PACs, and distributing campaign literature. With Verify, I'm Megan Bragg.